Hi again, everyone. So in my last video, I talked about watching other people's life unfold while mine feels stuck. And I've been sitting with that ever since I posted it. Because I kept asking myself, okay, but why? Why does it feel like that when I try to occupy my time really as much as possible? And what is actually going on? And I think I finally have the words for it. Like, nothing seems wrong, but everything seems wrong somehow. It's just me feeling like an NPC in my own life. Like, in games, NPC are literally the background characters. They are not the ones the story is about. They just exist. And they walk the same path every day, do the same loop. And nobody's really controlling them towards anything meaningful. They're just there and fill in the background. And that has been me. Wake up every day, work, gym, home, maybe start in some Pilates class here and there, maybe talk to someone a little, sleep, wake up, and do everything all over again. And somewhere in the evening, especially on a Friday evening, I'll just feel like, another day has passed, and even though tomorrow would be different, but I'll have to look for things to fill my time. So here's what I used to think. I used to think the feeling was about my situation. Like, for the past few months, maybe because I'm unemployed, that's why I feel hollow. And when I was working in Singapore, I was thinking maybe I'm in the wrong city or maybe I'm in the wrong job. So I changed things. I now have a contractor job and I moved back to Malaysia. I tried different setups. So I felt that when I was unemployed, just drifting, no structure, no purpose, just job hunting. I felt that when I was working in Singapore, which was busy, surrounded by people, technically doing well but still hollow. And now I'm in my contractor role, employed, sort of stable, yet life still don't feel exciting. And the hollow feeling is just there, but quieter, but it's still there. So that's when I sort of realized it's not really exactly about the situation. The situation changes, but this feeling just follows me into the next one. And honestly, it was more unsettling than any of the circumstances themselves. Because if it's not because of a job, it's not because of a city, then what is it? But what gets me is really, from the outside, everything seems fine. Everything looks fine. I still wake up, I make my coffee, I still go to the gym, I still make sure I look presentable before I leave the house. Hair done, dress well, maybe not, depending on where I'm going, and basically show up in life. But inside I just feel hollow, like going through the motions of life without actually being in it. And just because you're functioning, because you're not falling apart, no one actually notices it, and people would just assume you're fine. And you don't really say anything, because what do you even say? Like, I'm doing everything right, but it feels wrong? People would just say I'm being ungrateful, or maybe I'm just overthinking, or maybe because they don't really feel life as deeply as myself, or I don't know. I did try to bring up with certain people, and they just say you think too much. Yeah. So recently I came across something, a quote really, on Thread. It was a really simple quote. Just survive first and figure out the meaning of life later. And I don't know why that hit differently to everything else people say. Maybe because everyone else wants to give you a solution. Go travel, go and find a hobby, be grateful, focus on the positive. I mean, I get it because all of this advices mean well, but this just sort of say, but with this quote, basically it's just saying survive first, and that's literally the whole instruction. Nothing else is required right now. I'm not saying I can't find a new hobby or travel, but when I tried it sometimes, when I tried it in the past, well, it sometimes just bring me back to this hollowness after I finish traveling, or sort of give up on the hobby after a few tries, maybe because I'm not genuinely interested in that. I just want to get away from the current mental state or the current state that I'm feeling, which is the feeling of hollowness. So yeah, so with that new quote, just survive first. For the first time in a while, I felt like it's something I could actually do and not thrive, not figure everything out, just survive and just keep making the coffee, keep showing up in life, keep going, and that's enough for now. Honestly, I don't really know where this video or even this channel is going. It's basically like a place for me to upload all of my mental log, I guess. I don't know if there's a better way to put it. And also for people who actually felt the same way as me, I hope my video would not make you feel so lonely if you're feeling like the same thing. So it's definitely not gonna be a healing journey with a nice neat arc. It's also not a glow up video. It's also not me telling you it gets better, because I genuinely don't know if it does. And yeah, it's just me surviving and slowly, quietly looking for things that's worth looking forward to. Small things in life. Yeah, maybe look for some side quest in an otherwise mundane life, in moments where things get a little less black and white. I have footage when I was unemployed, from the days when I felt trapped working in Singapore, and now I just want to put it together. Honestly, not to perform struggle, but because I think there's a lot of people are actually in this in-between place like myself. It's not exactly rock bottom, it's not hill, but just stuck in a loop. I don't have a conclusion for this video, and I'm also not on the other side of it yet. But I just want to share it because I've been carrying this feeling for a long time. I realized across different jobs, different cities, and different versions of my life. And I think maybe the first step is to sort of saying it out loud that I feel like an NPC, and I'm trying to figure out how to actually be present in my own story. Not like the main character with those big dramatic arc, but just present and being actually here. So that's what I'm working towards. Just survive first. Yep. That's all I have for this video. If you stayed till the end, thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.